What's up, Libra? This is Soul from Intuitive Tarot, here to look at your week ahead starting June 2nd, 2025. Libra, I hope all is well. Welcome any new subscribers to my channel. I definitely appreciate you. The deck I am using will be listed in the description box. As always, just going to cleanse and shuffle the energies here from Dawn Virgo's messages for the week, and we shall begin with your messages. All right, what's coming up for Libra this week? What does Libra have to look forward to? I'm sorry. Yes, the subscribers are slowly checking in, and I appreciate that. Slowly but surely, but that's okay. We're trying to still get to that goal of 500, and hopefully we'll get to that goal of 500. YouTube will allow me to do more things for you or with you. Anyway, energy's here for the scales. What's coming up here for Libra? We're going to start off with the 10 of Jazz. That's the 10 of Wands here, Libra. And this is just energy. So some of you I'm reading for are going to be somewhat extremely busy. Of course, that could be just doing things for yourself, lining things up. Maybe it could be work-related energies. It could be things doing for your, that you do for your family, your friends, romantic partners. So yeah, that's just the 10 of Wands, having to have that extra boost of energy to do whatever it is that you need to do in completion. All right, next up is the Ace of Blues. This is the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups here represents pregnancy news that may be around you. It could be a job offer, right? It also, too, is one of the cards that are listed that I always speak about. Again, devotion, dedication, satisfaction, contemplation, or whatever being extended to you from those that you are closest to, romantic partners, family members, and friends. What else can I say about the Ace of Blues? Yes, it has the ability to bring together and formulate not only platonic friendships, but romantic partnerships. Then we have the Six of Roots, Six of Pentacles here. This is card of charity, gift giving. So you could be receiving a gift this week. You could be giving someone else a gift. Someone could be receiving a moderate pay raise. Someone could also be receiving an apology for, from someone that may have handed you a slight in the past. It's a balanced number of pentacles here, so that energy could be stretched out into any other areas of your life, right? Next up is the Ace of Jazz. That's the Ace of Wands. So something coming in very here. Something coming in very fast for you, Libra. I'm sorry. That may put a smile on your face here. This is always the energy of the Ace of Jazz. This is you. Think in terms of you initiating something, starting something. It's the beginning stages of some level of passion. That could be a new relationship. That could be a new job. That could be some sort of creative pursuit. It could be a hobby. All right. That would be the Ace of Jazz. And there's always a touch and an element of surprise that comes along with it. Following the Ace of Jazz here for you, Libra. Now we have the Six of Blues going down memory lane, feeling nostalgic this week. Even number of cups on an emotional scale. What you give is what you're going to get back. People who are around you that are still living may be thinking of you that you may not have seen in a long period of time. That which, could include family members, friends, someone that you were linked with romantically in your past. Others could be just memorializing someone this week that they once knew or close to. And I assigned June 2nd as part of the energies that may be related to their birth dates or their passing date, June 2nd to the 7th. No, the 9th. Okay. And again, I just want to, reiterate that that's just something that I come up with. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, Six of Cups. All right, so following the Six of Cups, now we have the Queen of Blues. This is the mother of love, okay? Queen. Queen of Blues is the Queen of Cups. So pay attention to your intuition. She's going to help guide you to make sure that any actions or decisions that you're about to undergo this week Libra, that you are making the correct choices for yourself. She's nurturing, she's caring, she's definitely supportive. You could be the Libra that I'm reading for that works in the capacity of helping others. This is female energy, so it's you, the female Libra that sees the video. It's your mother, your grandmother, your sister, your bestie, your daughter. Um, what else do I want to say about the Queen of Blues? Okay, she has the capacity of bringing together romantic partners as well as platonic friends, just like the Ace of Blues. All right, so following the Queen of Blues, Queen of Cups, now we have the major arcana, the upside down, which is the Hangman. So neutral energy. Any actions or decisions that you're about to undergo this week, take your time. Libra, do not rush through. Hangman only comes through to remind you that if there is something that you have to do in terms of an action or a decision, take your time so that you're not rushing through, so that you're not, going to be regretful for having to rush through a decision or an action. Things hanging in the balance, air suspension, that sort of thing. Now we have the Three of Swords. All right, so the Three of Swords is here. And the Three of Swords basically just means grief, heartache, and separation. But because it is here, it doesn't mean that every Libra that I'm reading for will experience this. And again, what may be different for you may be also different for someone else. So, but this, the typical meanings of the Three of Swords is grief, heartache, separation, pending divorces, third party in play when it comes to romance, pet loss. I always talk about that. The family is left grieving. You do not know how many um, pings I get on my phone because I, belong to the neighborhood community, things that are happening in the community. How many animals get away, get lost, and people are upset about that? So I always throw in pet loss, and then, the family is left grieving. All right, so it could be that the couple Libras are still together, but there may be some sort of distance that separates you. All right, but we're going to throw a clarifier on that Three of Swords. Keep in mind, in the past, I have read whenever the Three of Swords shows up and there's pentacles, it sits underneath the Six of Roots. Six of Pentacles, that could be a retirement for someone. That could be separation from employment. All right, but let's see if we can hone in on the reason why the Three of Swords is showing up here. All right, why did the Three of Swords show up here? All right, and it could be for this reason, but we'll see. Oh, shit. Now you got the Tower. Okay, so generally, you can't read positive aspects from the Tower because it's always uh, related to some sort of shock or devastation. But I do feel what the Three of Swords represents relationships or breakups, right? So there is an indication here of someone having to experience some sort of form of shakeup involving a relationship. Now, that could be romantic, that could be platonic. Definitely any types of shakeups going into the family, unit. Okay, so it's really uncontrollable energy here. Now, do I need to throw a clarifier on the Tower? I guess I will, but this is the reason why I'm a little hesitant about throwing clarifiers in the first place, because you got to clarify the last card that you want to clarify, and it just keeps going on. Tarot is very specific. And because I'm giving you my best impression, it doesn't necessarily mean whatever I say to be true. But, this is not, the Tower is the clarifier for the Three of Swords, but it's not used for the overall spread of energy for the week. So keep that in mind. I'm seeing this, that, if someone's going through a breakup or a divorce, it's very, And when the Tower shows up here, I always say, do not get yourself involved in any fights or arguments, because it's not going to turn out to be pretty. So it could be that somebody's going through a divorce. There's some, squabbling going back and forth. Could be, something that lands into a fight. But I do feel that there is some sort of shakeup or devastation concerning a Libra that I'm reading for, and it's about a relationship, whether that relationship is romantic, platonic, or it's in something going on in the family. All right, so let me just throw another card on that tower to see if we can get even more information. Yeah, there's some sort of disturbance of energy here involving a relationship. Now, this could be because both cards sits underneath the pentacles. It could be it could be a co-worker. It could be actually, um, somebody has it out with their boss or their supervisor. All right, let's see. Additional messages here. Yeah, look at that. What did I say, boss or supervisor? And then we have the King of Pentacles. Damn. All right, so this could be a fallout for a Libra that I'm reading for, that it may be involving someone higher up than you when it comes to your work. All right, there could be some sort of chaotic situation with your finances that may or may not be involved with other people, like, sort of like a partnership or something else that's going on that creates some sort of break or separation. Okay, so I do feel that it's some sort of money. It could be, like I said, the boss. It could be something going on with your credit. It could be something going on with coworkers or other relationships. All right, so we're going to just leave it at that. I'm not going to keep throwing cards there. All right, so the next card in energy up here for you is the Mama. Mama. That's the Empress. Okay, so the Empress here, and this will not be used to take down the energy of the tower, because this is just exclusive for the Three of Swords. Remember I said it's not going to impact or affect the rest of the energies here, okay? I just try to best clarify what was given to me, and we're just going to leave that right there. But this is still a beautiful card to receive. This is a major arcana, the Empress, and this is all about something new, developing, growing, expanding around you. This also too could be a week that some Libras, re-pull back their energy and focus them, the energy on themselves. There's pregnancy news that around you. There's what else is around you? Pregnancy news. It could be childbirth. This is a card that represents beauty. So it could be that this is a week that you not only re-pull the energy back to yourself, but you take better care of yourself in terms of harnessing good eating habits, exercising more. Some of you could be going to hair salons, nail salons. Some of you could be working in that capacity. But this is also loving yourself, nurturing yourself, caring for yourself, feeling at peace with yourself. And then also to I read the Empress as Mother Nature. So you could just be spending some time outdoors enjoying Mother Nature and God's beauty. All right, so following that, we have the Ten of Axes, Ten of Swords. There's a completion of energies that's coming up around you, Libra, whatever that energy may be. A new energy is about to open up. Following the card, the Empress that represents childbirth, could be cesarean section once again, someone delivering under cesarean section. There could be some Libras that I'm reading for that may be planning some sort of future inpatient or outpatient surgical procedures. If that's the case, it's going to be painful, but the Ten of Swords always offer resolve and recovery. Okay, so not to worry there. Additional messages here for you, Libra. We have the Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords here is always, if it does express itself towards you, having to deal with fears, tensions, again, breaking communication with family members, friends, romantic partners, whether or not they're near you or at a distance. But you also have to be careful of the Eight of Swords, because I said it has a tendency to be tricky where, oftentimes we will think about things or something specific, play that energy in our minds, have an outcome. And if it does express itself and you're exposed to it, it never seems to come out the way that you had already figured it out in your mind. So be careful there. But if you're actually going to be dealing with anxiety, tension, sleepless nights, and worry. Try to reduce that energy as much as you possibly can. All right. Following the Eight of Swords. Now we have the Two of Jazz, Two of Wands. This is what you're waiting for, who you're waiting for. So far, we didn't get any of the movement cards here. So this is just things in motion. This could be formulating some sort of ideals, gathering ideals for something to do in the future. The waiting 2 days or 2 week period of time that I always call. You could be waiting for someone to call you. Could be waiting for something to arrive in the mail. Could be, feeling any types of energy when it comes to a relationship, because this is a number two. It's usually slow and stagnant energy. All right, so that's the Two of Wands. Last card that I have for you, Libra, is the Nine of Jazz, the Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands represents more energy. So it's the second busy bee. So you got the 10 of Jazz or the 10 of Wands here. So just having more energy to do whatever it is that you need to do this week. And you have assistance from the 10 of Wands and the 9 of Wands, simply put. All right, so this is what I have for you this week, Libra. Keep in mind, again, this is just me interpreting these messages here. Take what's going to work for you, leave the rest alone. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Always come back here to get more of these messages from me. Be safe. Keep smiling. All is going to work out well, and I'll talk to you soon. Ciao.